Okay, everyone. So I asked yesterday if anyone wanted to know how I put graphics on my fingerboard, and a lot of you guys has been like, "Ooh, we want to know, we want to know." So first, I'm going to start off with I have some fingerboards here, which is just cut out there and just lightly sanded, not very much. I'm just going to go down around the edges. As you can see, they're very sharp, and I don't like the sharp edges. So I'm just going to take some fine sandpaper and just quickly going to smoothen out that, and then I'll show you what to do. So what you're going to need for putting graphics on your fingerboards, homemade fingerboards, is first of all an old newspaper or something like that you can use so you don't get glue on your table. The same wood glue as you used for making the boards, of course, so you need that. Your decks, your homemade decks, and make sure they're sanded so they got the nice smooth sides and everything is nice and lovely, so you want it the way you want it. So I got 3 here which I need to put graphics on, so that's what I'm going to be doing, but I'm only going to show one. An emery board. This is just an old one I had from my sister. She used to use it for nails, but I use that instead. Emery boards are very cheap. You can just get them somewhere. You can also use sandpaper, but this is a bit easy with this because you got like a straight line to go with. But you can use sandpaper as well, or you could use a normal file if you be a bit careful. You are going to need a photo editing software, and I got Photoshop. That's what I use here, so you can make your design how you want your graphics to look like. You're gonna need a printer, and then besides a printer, hold for it, you're gonna use normal paper. Wow, is that what you use? So, yes, guys, it's that simple. So let me just make a design now. This kid who won the last giveaway, he sent me something he wanted to say on it. And I'm going to make a design now to show what I'm coming up with. First of all, I'm going to make a new graphics, and I know the links, the size of my fingerboard prints. They got to be 11 centimeters wide and 3.5 high. That is also, if I take inches, that is 4.33 inches wide, and the height is 1.377 inches. So I'll go in to do that in height, and it will give me something looking like that. What I'll do is I'll always go down and minimize it a bit. I'll say 50%, I don't want 100. So that is my size of the fingerboard I'm going to be using. Sometimes I make them completely from my own designs, but sometimes I'll use something to help me a bit. So I'll go into pictures and I'll type in gangster and see what comes out with pictures. Wow, that is a nice pattern here. If you look at this, if you guys can see what it is, it's a lot of rings, gold, and bullets, and something like that, and cars and all that. So I think, wow, that is very what I like. I would like that as my background. So I'll just take this picture here and drag and drop it into my desktop, minimize this. Go back to my Photoshop and I'll drag this in here, like that. That's simple, but it's very small now, so I will just make it a little bit larger and just drag it out till the desired size of the graphic looks nice and lovely. So there we are, and I'll say OK, and it'll save it like that. So that is the background on the board so far. There we have it. I'm quite pleased with that. So what do you guys think? Is that a nice Batiste look? Alright, so now I'm going to show my background again, see how it looks. Yeah, it looks quite good. I just want to move over the layer just slightly here. I'm just going to choose my tool, so I can just drag this over a little bit there. That's fine, that's what I want. And I'll press my button so I can print. And I see that's how much it's going to fill in the paper. So I'm just going to say print that, thank you. So let's see how the print looks like. There we go. That's not too bad at all, it looks very nice. So I'm just going to leave that to dry for a few seconds. I want the ink to be completely dry, and then I'm going to cut it out. Alright, so now I'll cut it out. It's just a normal piece of paper with print on it, and nothing very fancy or anything like that. So I'm just going to make sure the camera's focused. So what I'll do next I guess I'll take the board, which one I like the best. I think that would be nice for the watches. I think this one would be good. Doesn't matter because they're all the same. Then I'll just need to locate which one is the tail and which one's the nose. This one is the tail, I know that, but sure, I can tell. Some people can't tell, but on my own board I can really tell which one is the tail and which one is the nose. So it doesn't matter if it's like that one or that one. I can just normally tell myself. So, alright, so what I'll do is I'll take my glue and I'll just add something here. And this is wood glue, so you can use your fingers. Don't save the glue, don't be sparingly on it. You need to get enough to cover the whole thing and go all the way out to the edges. And just use your finger. It's just wood glue, so whenever you're done you can just roll it off your finger and make sure it's spread evenly all over the board or the deck, and get out to each and every corner and make sure there's enough glue, because if you don't go all the way out to the edges, Mike used to do that because he used to be very sparingly with the glue, hardly ever put anything on. And then in the end, actually, you would see after some use, the graphics would actually loosen itself from the deck, which is not the plan. So wipe off the glue on the paper you go down. You can see there's like glue on my finger now. It's just roll it off. It'll come off like that. It's just, you can see, maybe you can see it, but maybe you can't. But it's just come off. It looked like rubber just rolling off your fingers. Right, fine. So take your graphics, figure out which was tail and nose. And then what I used to do, I used to turn towards the light or have a lamp turned on so I can see behind. I'll just add the graphics quickly. That, see, I can see the deck through. That's helped me align it. It can be a bit tricky if you use like a black print, but that is almost about where I want it. Make sure you just smoothing from the middle and out. So you get all the bubbles in such a way, carefully, and all the edges, you just gently slide, don't press too hard, and make sure your fingers are dry, because else you might move some of the print. I'm quite pleased with that. I can still move it around a little bit, because if you don't use any glue really, you can't move it around, but if you use a little bit of glue, you can move it around. So what I used to do is, I used to use my shirt and just press it in like this, because that can help it get the shape. Sort it out and fold it to the edges. Just use your stomach. I know it's a bit silly using this, but that's how I do it. And just fold the paper with your stomach. You'll probably think I'm all mad, but use that so you got like the whole thing wrapped around like that. See? So now the board is like wrapped in paper. Then what you do is simply just focus on it. You take your emery board and you just gently, in an angle like that, just gently start pulling and just sanding slowly. Don't do it very quickly, just give you a good time, and do it all over, and you'll see at one point you'll actually sand through the paper. And it's the same way you can do with grip tape and rip tape as well. Grip tape on a real board and something like that, see, it'll start loosen. So I'll continue doing that all the way around. And just give it some good time on it. Make sure that you spend good time on this, because you want it to look nice. But don't go too many times over the same spot, because when you sand it through the paper, which you do very quickly, you'll actually be sanding on your deck, and you don't want to sand more in the deck because you already got that nice shape you want. So just do this very carefully. What I do in the angle here, I go a little bit in so I know that none of the paper is actually sticking out over these edges. I don't want that to happen. So now I actually got almost the paper off. There we go. The paper is now off, and I got the deck. That is really how you do it. And then just carefully go through, make sure you get all the paper and glue off. It's all about perfectionism here, how well you want it to look. But my thoughts are, well, if you're already making this, why not just spend the extra time on making it really nice? Yeah. Some people might say, well, this is a stupid way of putting on prints. Well, for me it worked, and I haven't seen anyone do this the same way, but I just thought that, well, that's how I like to do it, and for me it works well. There you go. So Leave that to dry so the glue is completely dry, and then all you gotta do is add clear coat. And I'll do the 2 other boards I got by hand here now, which I need to do. And yeah, that's how you add graphics to your wooden fingerboard. Very simple, wasn't it? And when you clear coat it, the colors normally comes through very nicer. They're gonna be a lot more bright and lovely. And make sure you give it like at least 3 or 4 coats of clear coat. You saw my last board I had with my face on it, the white one. That had about 3 layers only, and that lasted me about 6 months of intense fingerboarding before I got through the actual clear coat and started tearing on the paper. So it lasts a long time, and in case you print and you still want to keep the same board, you can actually sand down on top of your clear coat and get that smoothened down a little bit before you go into the wood, and just add a new new graphic on it and clear coat that again. So you can use the same board again and update it if you want to. I haven't done that on any of mine though, but I know you can. So yep, that is your board. I hope you like the design I come up with, and I hope it's alright that I used your board as an example how to make the graphics. There we go, that's how you do add on a graphics to a wooden fingerboard. So yeah, thumbs up if you like this, and please share it to all the fingerboards on YouTube. I would really like to get a lot more subscribers. I think that could be so nice. And I know my channel here is mainly my daily vlog, and today is not going to be much vlogging because I thought I'd do this instead for you guys. So I hope this is alright. So you guys saw how I added graphics. Alright, so please thumbs up the video and leave comments what you think. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, because I enjoyed showing you guys. So as I mentioned, there's never been a secret to how I do it. It's just coming up with it. That's how I did it. So alright guys, there's probably many other ways how you can add graphics. You can actually draw on the board yourself, you can paint on it if you want to. But I would like you out there, if you if you make fingerboards and you know how to add your graphics in different ways, please please show me how you do it. Make a video response and write to me how to do it, or if you've got a video already on your channel, post the link down in the doobly-doo, which some of the guys call it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed. Take good care. I really enjoyed doing this for you, and I'll show you the deck when it's clear coated and it's done before I ship it off, so you guys can see how it's all ending up looking. For those of you guys who already have one of my boards, you know how it looks. Alright, take care. See you soon. Bye.